Oh, she's even better than I thought she'd be. Hello everybody, my name is MeisterBloo, and I took a look at episode 2 of Monster Musume, and they are getting everybody down perfectly with this, and I can't be happier, because I was a little worried, because there's a character that I really like in this one named Poppy, and she's a harpy, and she's adorable, and she's got blue hair, and her arms are blue wings with a little finger, and then she's got bird legs. This show is difficult to talk to people about, but it's doing so good by episode 2, and the animation, it seems to be getting better. It might be because they had more movement and everything, more things to actually do and whatnot, some action scenes here and there in episode 2, but the animation seems to have gotten better since episode 1, which is really rare. Usually they spend all their budgets on the first episode, and then the rest of them just become choppy. This episode picks up right where the last one left off, which is where Kimihito and Mia are going on a date, a field trip, but Mia considers it a date, and it's the most adorable thing ever, and she's so happy until they come across these two douchebags who constantly are making fun of Mia because of what she is. And she's not allowed to hit people because the set guidelines for this world are that humans cannot hurt the luminals or demi-humans, and demi-humans cannot hurt the humans. And that goes all over the place with the rules and whatnot, to the point where Smith-san, which is the agent that is the coordinator for Mia, constantly has to keep reminding the guy, look, you can't do anything to her, you can't do anything with her, and you especially can't do anything like that. But she does it in a way more teasing way, and it adds a lot of humor and whatnot because Mia keeps coming on to him the entire time. But the first episode ends with those two coming up again and again, making fun of Mia, and Mia's about to lose it and smack them. Turns out, Kimihito rushes up and just hardest anime punch ever. Just knocks this guy right in the face. His eyeball looks like he's about to pop out. And because of that, Mia is super happy. She's like, you treat me like I'm normal and everything. Treat me like it's okay for me to be me and whatnot. And it makes her even more infatuated with the guy. But so they're just talking and chilling on the rooftop of the building, and whoosh, there goes Kimihito. He has been kidnapped by a harpy. Best introduction to a character ever. So this is adorable little harpy girl with the blue hair and the big eyes and the adorable voice that's completely perfect for her character swoops down, picks him up, and takes him for the sole reason being she's not supposed to be out on her own, and she found him, so might as well take him with her. That's about as good a reason as any, right? They go have ice cream, she drops hers and gets super sad, and you just want to go up and give her a big hug because she's crying, and it's adorable and sad and kawaii and all that goodness. So he like, here, you can have my popsicle, and
commence sexual popsicle scene.
It's more like a sexicle now that I think about it. So they're causing a scene, he pulls the popsicle out, and it's all over her, and you can get where I'm going with that. He's like, we gotta get you cleaned up, so she immediately is like, okay, bye, clothes, hello, fountain. It's a huge commotion, Mia comes up and gets really angry, and then they see somehow a girl's gotten stuck in a tree, really high up. How did that girl get up there? I don't care. We get to see the two try and save her, and it's successful and whatnot, but then the police officer's like, I heard there was a girl in a tree, and I arrived pretty late. I see you two demi-humans have solved this and saved the girl. Thank you very much. But where are your hosts? Mia's like, I got Kimihito. He's right here with me. He's my host. And then in comes the blatant fact that without a host, demi-humans are not allowed to be on the streets. They can't be on the streets by themselves. Otherwise, they will be deported. And so Poppy's like, what? They're gonna send me out of the country? And whatnot. And Kimihito goes, I'm her host. And the police officer says, where's your papers? And then they're all screwed until Smith shows up and is like, I got the papers right here. Another big elaborate ruse to make it so that Kimihito has to take care of another one of Smith's, I don't want to call them subjects. That's the word that keeps coming to mind. They're not subjects. One of her responsibilities, because she is the most non-responsible agent the government has ever seen. And suddenly, Poppy's living with them. Yay, so now we got two. We got the redhead and the blue hair. All you need is a blonde to complete the trifecta, but she comes later. There's a hilarious scene where they get to the house and Poppy's like, "Yeah, let's go take a bath," and Mia's like, "It's okay if she's here. I have no problems with that." To which the government agents, "Well, that's weird because aren't you like completely infatuated with this guy? You have no worries about this girl like clinging onto his shoulder and whatnot and going to take a bath with him and everything." She's like, No, because see, that girl is a child, because that girl is not pronounced. Why is that always the word I go to when talking about boobs? And Smith goes, "Oh, actually, that girl is the same exact age as you. But because she's a harpy, their bodies are born smaller and skinnier and whatnot so that they can actually fly." And then Mia loses it. And then we go into the second half of this episode where Kimihito goes out to buy some groceries and whatnot and gets tackled by a centaur girl. Another one of Smith's monster girls. That's just what I'm gonna go with. Smith's monster girls. Another one that's just out wandering about and everything. And it turns out it's okay for her to wander by herself if she's in search of a host, because apparently centaur are very prideful and they choose who their host is going to be. And then a robbery happens and she goes, "You will come with me and we will catch this guy for great justice." And this whole awesome, super well animated chase scene happens where they're chasing the guy down because he's on a scooter, and then they get into this huge crash, shenanigans happen with the boobs and whatnot, and fall over, and turns out that the guy who stole the purse gets the sword that the centaur was carrying and is like, "You stupid centaur," and is gonna cut her in half. And then Kimihito jumps in the way and takes the slice. And there's a really, really hilarious transition there that I don't want to spoil. I'm just gonna say that the timing on it was just perfect. We then find out from Smith that if you ride a centaur, that centaur considers you to be pretty much their master. And it's pretty much like marriage. And there's a really, 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 I don't want to say awesome scene with it, but it's a nice scene that just shows us more about this main character Kimihito, because when he finds out that, he's like Smith's talking to him on the phone, and she says that, yeah, when you're allowed to ride on a centaur, they pretty much consider that like marriage or whatnot. If you do it without permission, then it's pretty much like rape. And just immediately after hearing that, Kimihito drops the phone and just dives to the floor in like the begging position and whatnot, and just apologizes so much to her because he had no idea. And it's weird to say that that's such a sweet moment because it's like it's involving the subject of rape and everything, but the thing is, he didn't know that was her customs, and he immediately is feeling super remorse for it, which shows that he's a pretty kind-hearted guy. And he's like, I did not mean to do that. I didn't know about your cultures and everything and whatnot. Really cool guy, Kimihito. But then it turns around and she's like, "No, I brought you with me and everything, and I just wanted to say that I'm glad that you are going to be my master now." And then the door swoops open, and there's Mia and Poppy with the best part of this episode for me, because this got me laughing so hard. They have timing down to a T with this show, because Mia slams the door open and goes, "You didn't find another girlfriend, did you?" And then immediately after, Poppy goes, "I'm hungry." I didn't expect that to come from Poppy, and it was just the funniest moment, because we have this drama, and then slamming the door open, and Mia is angry and worried, and then Poppy just like, "I want food now." And it's just so beautiful. So yes, this episode ends with now all three of them living in Kimihito's house. We now have the trifecta. We have the red-headed snake girl, Lamia. They're called a Lamia, and I'm assuming there's a difference between Lamia and Naga, but I always call them Naga because of my history with World of Warcraft. So we have the Lamia, whose name is Mia, and she's the redhead. We have the blue-haired and blue-feathered harpy named Poppy, and now we have the blonde centaur girl named Semtoria. And from here on, I could just guess that it's going to go crazy. I have only seen a slight bit into the future because this is pretty much the first two episodes, got the entire first part of the manga out of the way. Very happy about that, because there are 12 episodes out right now, which means that there's a good chance I'm going to end up watching past what I've read before I get a chance to read the next manga. Looking forward to that, because I always like being surprised. But yes, I will see you all in the next episode. So, until then, everybody, peace out.